Well, a man was shot several times outside a Germantown restaurant Wednesday night, and police are trying to figure out just what led up to it.
So this happened on Adams Street, and News 4's Tosin Fakile is there for us tonight. Tosin, this area has actually seen some violent incidents recently.
Yes, it has, Tracy. It's seen 3 incidents involving guns in the last 3 months, and last night's shooting was the 3rd one. That shooting happened outside the Optimist restaurant behind me. That restaurant is next to the Griff apartment that has seen some of those recent violent incidents. Now, looking at your screen right now, a picture sent into our newsroom of police on the scene after the shooting outside the Optimist. Police say a 32-year-old man briefly joined 2 men last night inside the restaurant on Adams Street. Police say the 3 men left the restaurant just after 8:30 last night, and shortly after that, outside the restaurant, the 32-year-old victim was shot several times. But this isn't the only incident involving guns in this area. Last month, there was an armed robbery in the parking garage at the Griff Apartments, and in September, a man was shooting his gun outside of an apartment on this street. Now, one man who lives in this area says he isn't worried about these recent violent incidents, but it is a little unexpected. And we also talked to council member Freddie O'Connell about the trend of crime in Germantown.
Initially, when we moved here to this place, that I think this would be a place with shootings going down, you could have an armed robbery in the parking garage. No, not necessarily.
If we look at the trend, we hit bottom a few years ago in terms of those type 1 kind of violent crimes, like a long trend across a decade or more that put constant downward pressure on crime even as our population grew. It looks to me like 2021 is going to be a year that bounces up again a little bit from that low.
Now, the restaurant tells me they are cooperating with police on this investigation. Police say the victim in last night's shooting has serious injuries, but those injuries are non-life threatening. And of course, the shooting is under investigation. Back to you, Tracy and Morris.